God save the King!
Kate Middleton and her husband have already made an essential household choice that immediately impacts the crown. A giant section of the British populace has been left very harassed by way of the state-of-the-art and surprising gesture made via Kate Middleton and her husband, Prince William. This gesture is immediately associated to their household life. There is no doubt that Buckingham Palace stays the tremendous logo of the British monarchy and one of the country's most recognisable symbols. However, though the constructing nevertheless fulfills its institutional function, it is no longer an area supposed for the sovereign's each-day life. As we all know, Elizabeth II was once the final monarch to dwell there permanently. So a whole lot so that, after her passing, Charles III selected to hold Clarence House as his respectable domestic in London. Now, in accordance to the data that has come to light, the whole thing shows that Kate Middleton and her husband will additionally comply with this equal course when the time comes to inherit the throne. In fact, as has emerged in current days, their intention is to remain at Forest Lodge, which will be their new home. Kate Middleton and Prince William have already demonstrated that their intention is to by no means cross to Buckingham Palace. According to countless royal biographers, Prince William and Kate Middleton will remain in their non-public house as a substitute of shifting to Buckingham when they are proclaimed King and Queen. As has already been confirmed, the Prince and Princess of Wales diagram to pass to Forest Lodge in Windsor at the quit of this year. This new home, regarded their permanent residence, is positioned a quick distance from their cutting-edge home, Adelaide Cottage. William is in no way going to cross to Buckingham Palace, defined Ingrid Seward, royal biographer and editor-in-chief of Majesty magazine, in statements to Hello. He has by no means been fond of it and in all likelihood hasn't spent a lot time there. She added. In addition, this professional on the royal family additionally desired to share what Elizabeth II's response was once when she moved to Buckingham Palace. The Queen and Prince Philip have been devastated when they had to pass from Clarence House. Winston Churchill instructed the Queen she had to stay in a palace. Meanwhile, Kate Middleton and her husband's preference is additionally associated to the schooling of their 3 children. According to Ingrid Seward in the aforementioned British magazine, this new region will permit the Prince and Princess of Wales to hold their each-day involvement in elevating George, Charlotte, and Louis. I assume William will be a very worried father, as properly as a monarch, which is pretty difficult, but I assume he'll manipulate it through altering the way matters are run. Together with being greater self-sufficient and now not relying on the taxpayer, he is pretty visionary and can see that the monarchy has to alternate to survive. In addition to Forest Lodge and Adelaide Cottage, there is Anmer Hall, the spacious 10-bedroom residence placed in Sandringham, Norfolk. Furthermore, Kate Middleton and her husband additionally hold an condominium at Kensington Palace, which they use for authentic purposes. Kate Middleton, now officially Catherine, Princess of Wales, and her husband, Prince William, Prince of Wales, have recently made headlines for a major decision about their family life and future royal roles that challenges long-standing traditions of the British monarchy. Based on reports from late August 2025, the couple plans to move from the current residence, the modest 4-bedroom Adelaide Cottage in Windsor Great Park, to the larger 8-bedroom Forest Lodge, also in Windsor Great Park, by the end of the year. This move is intended as a fresh start after a tumultuous period, including Queen Elizabeth II's death in 2022, King Charles III's cancer diagnosis in 2024, and Catherine's own cancer battle and treatment that same year. However, the truly groundbreaking aspect, and the one reportedly leaving much of the British public and royal traditionalists perplexed, is their intention to make Forest Lodge their permanent, forever home, even after William ascends the throne. Rather than relocating to the iconic Buckingham Palace in London as previous monarchs have done. Why this decision feels unfathomable to many in England. Buckingham Palace has been the official London residence and primary workplace for British sovereigns since 1837, symbolising the monarchy's grandeur, accessibility to the public, and central role in national life. It's not just a home but a hub for state events, investitures, and diplomatic functions, with 775 rooms, including 19 staterooms open for tours and ceremonies. Queen Victoria was the first to make it her full-time residence, and every monarch since, including Queen Elizabeth II, has maintained it as such. Despite personal preferences, e.g. Elizabeth spent much of her time at Windsor Castle or Balmoral. The palace embodies the stiff upper lip of royal duty, proximity to Parliament, the City of London, and the heart of the nation, allowing the monarch to be seen as an integral, visible part of British identity. William and Catherine's choice to stay in the more private, rural Windsor area, about 25 miles west of central London, prioritises family privacy, their children's normalcy, and Catherine's health needs over this symbolic tradition. Sources close to the couple emphasize that Forest Lodge, a Grade II listed 17th-century Gothic mansion with a tennis court, gardens, and space for entertaining, offers the seclusion they crave after years of intense scrutiny. It's near their children's school, Lambrick in Berkshire, and Catherine's family in Bucklebury, allowing for a grounded upbringing for Prince George, 12. Princess Charlotte, 10, and Prince Louis, 7. William has reportedly never been fond of Buckingham Palace, viewing it as outdated and impersonal, and the couple is funding the move and renovations themselves to avoid taxpayer costs. This shift signals a slimmed-down, modern monarchy under William, more low-key, family-focused, and less ostentatious. Royal biographer Ingrid Seward noted that William aims to be more self-sufficient and not relying on the taxpayer, potentially using Kensington Palace, which they already own, for official London duties while basing daily life in Windsor. It's a deliberate break from the expectation that the monarch must embody pomp and centrality in the capital, which many Britons see as essential to the institution's relevance. Critics argue it could make the royals seem detached. Windsor is beautiful but isolated, potentially reducing spontaneous public interactions that humanize the family, e.g. balcony appearances at Buckingham. One royal expert warned it risks the monarchy losing connection with the public, who might view it as elitist seclusion amid economic pressures. Context and substantiation. Timeline and challenges. The family moved to Adelaide Cottage in 2022 for school reasons and proximity to the late Queen. But it's cramped for 5 people plus staff. The past 3 years have been brutal, with Catherine's abdominal surgery in January 2024 leading to a cancer diagnosis. She completed chemotherapy in September 2024 and is now in remission. Both she and William have emphasized privacy during recovery, skipping events like Easter 2025 at Windsor Castle to focus on family time in Norfolk. This move aligns with their post-cancer priority, health. Nature walks, which Catherine credits for her well-being, and shielding the children from media intrusion. Public reaction. While some applaud the modernization, e.g. echoing King Charles's choice of Clarence House over Buckingham, others are baffled by the rejection of a national landmark. Social media and forums like Reddit's Royals gossip highlight confusion. Why not use Buckingham for duties and live privately elsewhere? Reports note raised eyebrows within the royal family and among traditionalists, who see it as undermining the monarchy's visibility. Even neighbors near Forest Lodge expressed concerns about increased security displacing locals, underscoring the decision's ripple effects. Future implications. If William becomes king soon, amid Charles's ongoing treatment, this could redefine the role. Fewer full-time London events, more virtual or regional engagements, and an emphasis on environmental causes, via William's Earthshot Prize. Catherine's influence is key. She's described as the calming force, pushing for family-first decisions. They retain Anma Hall in Norfolk for holidays and Kensington Palace Apartment 1A for London stays. But Windsor will be the base. This choice reflects William and Catherine's vision of a relatable, resilient monarchy shaped by personal trauma, e.g. William's childhood loss of Diana, and modern values. Yet, For a nation where the royals are woven into cultural fabric, think changing of the guard at Buckingham, it's a bold pivot that may take time for England to fully grasp or accept.